Hello, welcome back. Doing another Patreon Modern Deck Tech today. So this is Big Oof by Cooper Campbell.
Oof.
Oof.
So this is a green-focused kind of a Hydra-like deck, so lots of +1/+1 counters and building them up fast. Mm-hmm. So as our 1-drops, we have 3 Servant of the Scale. This one kind of collects your 1/1 counters.
Yeah, it enters with 1 also.
So it enters with 1, and then
when it dies,
you can move them around. So if you stack 1/1 counters on him, he can of course transfer them later. Mm-hmm. But he's also just kind of like a chump blocker that'll help grow stuff as well. Then we have 3 Gyre Sages. So this is a mana source that has Evolve, and so as we cast bigger and bigger things, it will gain 1/1 counters and be able to tap for more mana. Mm-hmm. And then we have 2 Fleecemane Lions. Just 2 mana 3/3, but it can Monstrosity, becoming indestructible, and just gaining a counter.
Yeah, hexproof also.
Oh, yes, hexproof as well. So pretty hard to remove at that point. Mm-hmm. We have 2 Mana Gorger Hydras. Just a 3 mana 1/1 with trample, and whenever a player casts a spell, it gets a +1/+1 counter. So just slowly grows to an unstoppable menace. And then we have 2 Predator Ooze. This is another pretty unstoppable menace. It has indestructible, and when it attacks, it gets a +1/+1 counter on it. Yeah. So when it kills a creature, it also grows. Mm-hmm. So as it grows bigger and they have to chump block it, it just grows even more until eventually they're out of options.
Yes.
Then we have 4 Corpsejack Menace. This is the big brother of the little snake that you see quite often. In being 4 mana, he of course doubles the number of counters instead of just adding a single copy. Mm-hmm. Then we have 3 Mistcutter Hydras. Protection from blue, can't be countered, and it's Hasty Boy, I think?
Yes, it is haste.
Yeah, so it enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. And then we have 3 Clonian Hydra. This is a 5 mana Hydra with trample, and it enters the battlefield with 4 +1/+1 counters on it, and whenever it attacks, you
double it.
Yeah. So can get out of hand, especially if you have a Corpsejack's Menace, because that will make it 4 times.
Yeah, you untap with that, it's already out of control.
Yes, and of course 4 Hydrant Scales. This one, being 1 mana, just increases the number of counters you gain by a +1, which is great with every card in this deck. Then we have 2 Ajani Mentor of Heroes. This one lets you find things and can put +1/+1 counters on.
And it can gain 100 life.
Can gain 100 life, but generally not the option you'll choose. But being able to go up and add counters in a deck that cares about +1/+1 counters is great.
Mm-hmm. It's also distribute, so if you have like a Hardened Scales and you distribute 3 to 3 different creatures, they all get double.
Yeah, they all get 2 instead.
Yeah.
So, pretty handy there. Then we have 4 Enter the Unknown. This is gives a creature an explore, they explore, which reveals the top card, and either you get the land or you get the +1/+1 counter, and can choose to discard it. But the +1/+1 counter is great, and it of course allows you to play an extra land on that turn. So if you do draw that land, then you can just play it immediately, which is nice.
If you don't, just play another one anyway.
Exactly. Yes. Nice little ramp spell, which with some added bonus for this deck. Then we have 2 Solidarity of Heroes. This is a Strive card that doubles the number of counters, +1/+1 counters on any number of creatures. So the more mana you have, the more out of hand your board becomes. Then we have 2 Burst of Strength. Just a 1 mana spell. It puts a +1/+1 counter on target creature and untaps it. So with Gyre Sage, out of control mana ramp.
Yep.
And sometimes you just need a surprise blocker. And 4 lands, a little different than the submitted list because we didn't have the ones he mentioned. So we're going with a close approximation, which is 2 Woodland Cemetery and 2 Sunpetal Grove, as we only have 4 cards that have a white mana source and 4 cards that have a black mana source. Then we have 4 Fabled Passage, which will let us fetch these 3 plains or swamps, which are extra color, or 5 forests.
10 forests.
10 forests.
Yeah.
Yes. 2 sets of 5.
2 sets of 5. It's pretty close. So, that was that. Thank you, Cooper Campbell, for this list, and we will see you next time.